Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, as you can probably tell from what's behind me, we are back on the road. The sun is kind of shining, but there's a bit of a break in the weather. Next 3 days aren't looking too bad, 4 days maybe, depending on how the weather changes, but it's not looking too bad. We are heading now to the job we're going to be filming, and we just finished off a job this morning, getting a man out of water, out of pressure. We were at it there yesterday, finished it off, heading off to a man who has ground ready to be spread after grazing, I think, but we'll talk more about him when we get there. Father Phil is stopping in a filling station to get the dinner, get 2 dinners, and so yeah, get there, get unloaded, and we see how we got on today. Hopefully ground conditions should be pretty good. Yesterday we got on quite well. Very little, near enough no damage done. Maybe on, we get some spreading done. So we're just having the dinner, and Father Phil has brought Alfie sausages. Me and Liv wouldn't even feed her own dog as well, and here he is buying sausages to feed his dog. For fuck's sake.
That's why it is.
And we're getting the pipe down. It's definitely got warm, so it has. Sun comes out there for a minute and it's a great sign. Grass might grow a bit if it isn't underwater. But anyways, we're getting the pipe down. We're just going out the roadway out of the farm. So we have a nice square block of ground ahead of us. Pretty straightforward job now. We're going into big size paddocks, big paddocks. Each paddock is an hour and a half, 2 hours spreading each. So what a nice job. Like when you get to them big paddocks, you always steer on, all you're trying to do is not fall asleep. But real nice bit of spreading, and it's dead straightforward what we have to do. We'll see what the ground is like when we get out there. We'll be starting off a short enough pump, and we'll be putting it out fairly heavy. Farmer's going to come out and see what it looks like on the ground, and we'll adjust then based on what he thinks it looks like. So yeah, we get this pipe down, but we get some slurry on. So getting the pipe out now into the first field, so it has been grazed. You can see the sections is, I don't know how many different divisions it would have been in, but split with temporary wire, so you can see like they got this bit this day, that bit the next day. It's actually travelling pretty good. One thing you always notice when you're in this, and ground conditions can be a bit tricky with the way the weather is. The longer it's been grazed since you're on it, the better you get on. You go on stuff that's freshly grazed, that can be tricky. Figure out, because we're doing this one, then we're doing another one there, then we're doing another one then that's below that, then we're crossing over onto another block of 2 fields either side of a roadway. So just get me pipe, just trying to envision where everything is on that one. But other big thing, this time of the year when you're out spreading and farmers are out grazing with their cows, you guys gotta make sure you put the handles up behind you when you're going in off roadways and that, because if you don't, if you're not careful, the cows could be going by down that roadway, next thing you know you've the cows in the field with you. And we're spreading, so we're just dropping our AB line down along this fence here. The fence has been lifted. It's annoying me a little bit. I'm not sure if I have enough piping down. It's just, and basically I was just thinking to myself too, me talking to the camera while doing a video like this is basically me just talking to, saying what my mind is thinking, basically, about do this with the pipe, do that, is that could be that. That's basically what my mind is like when I'm spreading slurry. It may seem like a simple job, but when you're actually getting the pipe down and you're laying things out, that's when the talk goes into it, because you're always thinking of what's the best move to save time. Every time you have to prick a pipe, it's half an hour gone. You're always trying to save time, because time is money. Farmer doesn't want to see you pricking about, so he doesn't. But yeah, we're flying away here now anyways. Get this line down. We have that side of the road to do as well. or that side to do, we have a field below to do, and yeah, that's what it looks like. it on second run, and to be fair, I thought with how the weather has been that the ground wouldn't be as good. That's 100%, 110%. Yeah. Now there is some trickier ground to do behind me, but yeah, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Sun is shining. We're back at it. Just lift those spirits, back getting a bit of field work done now. Yeah, we were yesterday, but we're back, like we're back in business. Oh yes, to be back. For those of you wondering, window is still dirty. I clean it. I'm having a bit of trouble with the macerator. Every time we blow out, she'll pop a pipe off, and that's why it keeps going dirty. Like, we guarantee you clean it. Next time you blow out, boop, sorry everyone. So yeah, that's why it's dirty. So we'll clean it next time we're parked beside a drinker. But can be guaranteed it'll just blow a pipe off as soon as it's clean and do it. That's the rules of how things like that work. If you never clean it, it'll not happen again. If you clean it, next thing, go. So just about to get me out YouTube on, and the AUX cord, I have an adapter on the end of it, isn't working. So I have an iPhone, and what I say is one of the biggest problems for any farmer is the port getting blocked. And I have a wee tool, a spring, a broken spring that's in the tractor, specifically for this job, cleaning out the dirt. Basically just fluff. What's enough to stop things from working, stop it connecting. We'll go catch up on a bit of YouTube. And then we'll fly the drone.
Don't give up, 'cause you're tired of waiting, all grown up. California dreaming, it gets tough when you feel the real thing. It gets rough. Seeing is believing. Let's go out and live it up, 'cause you are more than good enough.
So we're coming near the end of this paddock that we're in at the minute. Pressure staying very good. It's nice, really nice slurry for pumping. You know that you're at the point of the year now where farms are milking cows, there's dairy washings, there's, you know, slurry's watering. The start of the year slurry can be quite thick depending on how late the farm stayed milking till, because dairy washings just makes the job so much nicer, or makes it just so much easier to pump. So we're coming near the end. Just had a phone call from the farmer just lining up what had the job in full. So we have 5 paddocks to spread. Now when I say paddocks, they're more like a field that's then the farmer subdivides into smaller paddocks for grazing. I think it's a great system because for me, job is a good one. The likes of this, I assume by the way it was the lines for grazing were, it was in 4. If that paddock was in 4 paddocks, as in with temporary wire, it could add half an hour or an hour to my spreading, to how long it'd take to get the field spread, because you'd be dropping wires, you'd be crossing wires, you'd have to maybe blow out, roll, rejig a pipe. So it makes a huge difference to how long it takes to do a job. But anyway, so we have them to do, and then he wants us to really go the journey and pump whatever's left in the yard over to a tank on kind of the very far other end of the farm, so then that he has slurry out there for when he gets paddocks grazed out there, he can just tip out with the tanker and get it done handy without having to go all the way down the road, because it'd be a good drive on the road, but we can get the pipe to the tank. We should, but it is, because we were nearly there. We were in the field beside the yard last year and we had all the piping out. We were 1700 and something meters out. So with the extra bit of piping this year we're carrying, we'll definitely be able to make it to the tank and pump all down there. Whether we bring up the second pump or not will depend on, I don't know whether we'll put in the second pump or not. We'll see how we get on. Currently I couldn't see any issue with pumping it, but we'll see when we get to the furthest out point we have to spread what the pressure's like, then we'll call it whether we need the second pump or not to be able to pump the full hog. But anyways, that's the crack. Just trying to gauge the blowout now. There's 480 and 680 meters of piping down, so that his memory serves me right is about 2,000 gallons. So just I'd say if I do a run and then we'll go on the blow and we should be good. Anyways, happy days. Sun is shining, job's a good one, and ground is 110.
Light the beacons, light them high. Tell the world that she's mine. Light the beacons, fan the fire. Celebrate, I'm so alive.
So we're into the next field. Pressure is much of a muchness from the last time, an extra 200 meters of piping, so that is grand. So yeah, have a nice little square field to do here now. Livers at home getting a lock of calves to orange. Second feeder's up and running, 40 calves in there at the minute. So yeah, that's all going on at home behind the scenes. Maybe another day we're making a video, I might leave Liv a camera and then I'll film and we'll go like each hour what we're doing during the day, what I do, what Liv does, something different. It's going fine. It's a good soup, so it is. Need to get 2 new droppers for there. The issue we've always had with this dribble bar is it's one of the original 10 meters that has an arm that's straight out. So when you're doing on level ground, the ground here is pretty damn level, but we do on level ground, she tends to strike the ground quite a bit, whereas the new model, the arm is up, so that when you do that, she doesn't strike the ground, and it always means our outside droppers don't tend to last that well. So you're always, when you're spreading, you're listening, and you're listening for the, you can just hear it in the background there. Could be on the phone replying to emails and stuff and comments, and you're the whole time just listening to as soon as that stops, it's like, what? And then, you know, change the macerator. You might have a stone or a wood chip or something gone into the macerator. It's just stopped it, reverse it, maybe spin it again, give it a couple of spins, and away she goes. And that's us finished. So just pipes blew out, so just gotta drag it all up, get it all ready to be rolled up, and then relay it down, and then get the next one done. So put the camera back on time lapse, and we rejig and re-roll and get the next bit done. And we're away. So I might get about 2/3 to 3/4 of this field done. You can see right in front of me, it's a slightly darker kind of a colour, and it runs right across there. There's a bit of a dip down, and then you go into really kind of peaky soil. On a dry year you get it done, in a wet year you stay over. I'd probably be staying over. I might get a little bit done kind of up along the hedge. It doesn't, normally it's not too bad along there, but definitely straight in front of me, right across, not going near. So 3/4 of the field, pressure is staying good. So yeah, another 200 meters down, so we'll make use of it. We'll finish up in the dark in this paddock, our field, and then Liv will come. We're just finishing off the field now. I'm on the blow, so just waiting for Slurry to run out. Just a small bit left to do, and that's it. Liv's in the yard ready to pick us up. So yeah, we'll pick it up again tomorrow, and we'll finish off this job. But yeah, very productive day. Got a lot done, a lot of gallons out now for the amount of time we're here. So quite happy now, quite. And we're back at it. It's the next day. It's a drocky, dull, overcast kind of a day. There's no real rain in the forecast, maybe just a bit of drizzle every now and again. But that's what it is. Just have to hook back onto the pipe where I left it last night, and then rejig it on out the gap that was in front of the tractor there, into the one on the left, spread that, rejig into the one on the right, spread that, probably roll it up, and then go for the tank. And we're spreading, so just dropping our AB line. But yeah, it's turned into a quite drocky, it's just drocky day at the minute, but this is what it is. So no more grass cover here, so we're putting these two fields, paddocks, whatever you want to call them, we're putting these on lighter than we did in the other bits. These either have yet to be grazed or were grazed the longest time ago. And we're just finishing off the field now. Wrong fodder field there put on the blow, and we're in the next one. So there's a little bit of a square here. It's about 3-4 runs, so just finish that off, then we'll go the other side. That, so the pipe is just round the corner and up the middle of the field there, and then we'll do the far side, and that is the spreading done. Oh, faster here, not going. So we're on the blow. We're finished. So still jockey, jury day. Hasn't changed, as it sometimes does. But anyways, so now we get air, we get stretched out, we get gathered up, and then we go on to the next one. So we're in the last field. We're crossing to get to the shed. Through the dirty window you can just about make out the shed behind me. So that's where we're going. Just trying to remember where the gate is. I'm not back in Henton. But yeah. And as it stands, I'm probably going to have 200 meters pipe over. Beyond that again. So yeah. Happy out. So we're in the yard. There's the shed there. And there's the pipe coming in there. So we have about 50 meters too much. So you can see I just have it in a bit of a loop out there. It's not ideal. You don't cut a pipe to suit a job unless it's for a very specific job. So we just end up with a loop. So yeah, that's it. Have it into the shed. There's no cattle in the shed here. It's just wanting it moved up here, so then when he gets grazing or whatever up here, he can just tip out with the tanker. Then job's a lot easier. Yeah.
Right, that's running.
Okay. So just powering everything down now. We're pumping, everything is fine. Just took some kinks out of the pipe. Every kink you take out is a bit more. We could be pumping. Optimistic, I'd say we're pumping 20,000 gallons an hour. Realistic, I'd say it's more like 15 maybe. It's hard to know because you're never really pumping my head off. But anyways, my sister Jess is coming to swap with me. She's back from Canada now, and she's back into the deep end at the shed. Myself and Liv are going out tonight, so that's why she's swapping. There's at least I'd say 4 hours pumping here to transfer the tanks up to here. Maybe less, especially if we're at 20. If it's 15, it's definitely going to be 4, if not 5 hours. But hey, so we'll be back again tomorrow morning, hopefully not as drocky and dreary, and we gather up all our pipes and we move on to the next man. And now it is the next day. It is a lovely sunny day. So they got the slurry transferred 5 hours last night to transfer, so wasn't too far off. But yeah, so I'll go to the other end of the pipe and start rolling, and I'll be rolling everything from the opposite way around and I let them off. That's the plan. But yeah, lovely day today. Great night last night. Myself and Liv went to see Kingfisher, and shout out to the couple from Cavan, the young lad from Kerry, and the vet student we met last night. But yeah, brilliant. So it was absolutely brilliant. But anyways, we'll go get some pipes rolled up. I'll stick the camera on time lapse, and yeah, we have a big roll up now. Nearly all the piping, but it's all pretty straightforward, dead straight runs. You know, it's handy enough. And we get loaded and on to the next man and get the next man out of trouble, because the next man is under pressure with space.
Light the beacons, light them high. Tell the world that she's mine. Light the beacons, fan the fire. Celebrate, I'm so alive.
rolled up, loaded, and heading on to the next one. So when we come up this morning, Father Phil went off with the 7618 back to the house. We're going by the house now. So he went back and he had the capital and all that while I was getting rolled up. Because otherwise he'd be just sitting there watching me, because it takes pipes. Anything to do with the pipes, laying them, rolling them, rejigging them, takes time. So it takes time. And I think the pumps in the 60-90 are starting to get a little bit shook, the hydraulic pump. So that's something I'll try and push hard maybe to try and get looked at next year. And you can just know she's not just as good as it was. So if I can, I'll try and get that done for next season. So it won't be time to look at it now. But anyways, yeah, we'll be on back to the house, pick up Father Phil, and we'll be on to the next man. And that's it. That's the job from we arrive in the gate till we're driving out the gate again. So it was a good spread, shifted a good bit of stuff, spread a good bit of ground, and ground conditions were a lot better than I was expecting. So what more can we say? But that is what we do this time of the year. That's what I do when I'm at Slurry. And if you wanted to leave a camera with Father Phil, all you get is him playing with his dog or him asleep. One or the other. That's all that's in the pumping end of it. A whole lot of nothing. Anyways, we will bait on to the next band, and we'll leave it at that for today's video. So anyways, hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it for me. Good luck.